Angeles Chargers. Game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double win. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Following the interception here, Rivers.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Second and 10.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Play fake, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing very well.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got him in, complete. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Caught by Gates, left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. The try here for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Play action now, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's a play fake as they set up under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rivers. Pressure comes and down he goes. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2. As we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Third and long for Rivers. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching there.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. A handoff left, Elliott. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a third and long situation forthcoming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pearson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly helped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Rivers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Tomlinson.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next the score, Chargers 25, Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Dorsett.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
On the give, this is Dorsett. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now back to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Rivers on 3rd and 2.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 45.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Back to throw here. Going right side, he has Witten. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Bailey got the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game.
Chargers 25, Cowboys 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
The tackle by Derwin James. An 8-yard pickup. And the Cowboy 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Running right, this is Tomlinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Rivers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Rivers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
You got to feel it, baby.
Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 25, Cowboys 24. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Tomlinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They toss it to Tomlinson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Play fake, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Dorsett. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go again to Tomlinson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Tomlinson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another second and goal. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So that one will be accepted. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Tomlinson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
At the 6-yard line, a 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Chargers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener.